Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Amanda here, and today we're doing a little fun makeup challenge. Hopefully it will be fun. I have here a actually very heavy makeup bag of items that I had my husband select for me. I have no idea what's in here. It's extremely heavy. I gave him some parameters, but I mostly just turned him loose in here. He's decently knowledgeable about makeup. I'm gonna give him that. He's pretty, over the years, he's picked up a lot. He's retained a lot. So I told him to choose 15 makeup items and 10 tools, and I would get ready using only the things he selected. I was not in here. I told him he wasn't allowed to look anything up, no Googling, no looking at my posts or anything, but he was allowed to make a list before he came in here so that he wouldn't forget anything. Based on what's left sitting here, I'm a little bit nervous about what might be in this bag. I see some essential items that are not in this makeup bag, so this will be a journey. Why is it so heavy? If I open it up and there's like snacks and a beer in here. All right, let's see what's in here. Oh, stuff's coming spilling out. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have 2 different setting mists. Okay. There's the Nomad Air face mist and the Dewy Coconut setting mist from e.l.f. So, got 2 of those. That's good. I've got 2 different shades of the L'Oreal True Match Nude. Okay. That's good. This is typically the one I go for, so at least there's a usable shade in here. We've got a fragrance. Was not expecting a fragrance. This is Honey by Marc Jacobs. A lovely perfume. I think he chose this because he got this for me as a gift. Not really what I'd consider like a fall winter scent, but that's okay. We are going to go out for brunch later, so would definitely be wearing a fragrance. I have a primer, ColourPop Pretty Fresh primer. I really like this one, so that's great. All right, we've got a Benefit Brightening Concealer. Pretty sure this is like 6 million years old, so that'll be fun to put on my face. We have, well, there's some real throwbacks in here. We've got the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Great bronzer, love this. Mine's been quite well used, so this is a good choice. We have the Benefit Pickle highlighter, a very, very pink, peachy pink gold highlighter. More of a cookie girl personally, but this we can make work. And it looks like it'll work well with this cream blush. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Petal Poppin'. Really like this formula. Okay, we've got a clear brow gel. No pencil, no tinted brow gel, just a clear brow gel. So that's that. I have a lip liner and a lipstick. So this is Love Bug from ColourPop. And that is going to be paired with Secret from Milani. So those are the 2 lip products I'll be using. I never wear lip liner. This is definitely getting me out of my comfort zone. Speaking of throwbacks, how about this? The ABH Modern Renaissance palette. He really went old school here. And there is a mascara, no primer, no eyeshadow primer, but we do have a mascara. This is the e.l.f. Lash Beats Defining and Lengthening Mascara. Okay, not terrible. I can work with this. Let's see what tools we have. I feel like this is going to make or break the product selection. All right, a pair of tweezers. Feels a little pointed. No pun intended. A sponge. This Real Techniques face brush. Another Real Techniques. We have the Instapop face brush and the Expert face brush. Alrighty. I have a large powder brush, but no powder. Okay. Powder brush and no setting powder. Got it. I do have a eyelash curler, so that's good. And then I have a highlighter brush, these two eyeshadow brushes, and a lash comb. That's what we're working with. Oh, I think the Modern Renaissance palette has a brush though. Okay, that's helpful. All right, all right, all right. Wish me luck.
If I had known the products I was about to use, I probably would have done a slightly less hydration intensive skincare routine this morning.
I already have on moisturizer and sunscreen, so I'm gonna be very hydrated today. But it's really cold and wintry out, so that's good. Let's go ahead and do the brightening concealer first.
This concealer didn't really do that much for me. It wasn't terrible, but I definitely won't be using it again. It's very old.
Kind of use this as my eye primer too.
And I realized after filming this that he found this concealer in my declutter bin, so I am just going to get rid of it. Thank you, bye.
I'll just go ahead and do a little mixture of these two shades. I do want to try and use everything.
Admittedly, I don't think this matched me too well at first. Mixing the two shades together definitely made it a little bit too deep for my wintertime shade, which I realized as I was blending it in. But don't worry, I'm gonna go back in with the lighter shade to add some more coverage, and that's gonna help blend everything together since I don't have a powder or really a concealer to help me with this part. So just stick with me. I know it's not quite right yet, but we're gonna do our best to get there eventually.
Let's do some face mist here. And then I guess I'll just go over with my sponge.
Using the hydrating mist on top definitely helped blend the product into my skin a little bit. And then I went back in with the lighter shade of the L'Oreal True Match Nude to even out the color and also give me a little bit more coverage where I would have put a coverage based concealer versus just having that brightening concealer.
Let's do some clear brow gel now. I don't have a spoolie, so just gonna have to do the best I can.
I was really wishing for a spoolie at this point.
Some bronzer. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Expert face brush for this.
I prefer a more subtle and diffused bronzer look, so that's why I usually like a fluffier brush. Maybe I should have used the powder brush for this for a more diffused bronzer look.
I don't think that is the perfect brush for this product, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna be very shiny today. Let's do cream blush next. I haven't used this color in a while, so I'm glad he picked this. He went for more springtime makeup than I probably would have. But you know, I always say you can wear whatever you want whenever you want, so it doesn't really matter.
I just saw that there are some new shades of this Fenty Cream blush that I am definitely considering picking up because using this Petal Poppin' shade just reminded me how much I really love this blush formula.
Let's do a little highlighting. This will be more like a blush topper for me. Very shiny today.
I actually love the combo of this blush and highlighter way more than I thought I was going to. This highlighter looked way better than I expected.
Let's do my lip combo next.
Even though I'm not a big lip liner wearer, I have to say these ColourPop liners are really smooth and comfortable. They glide on nicely, they're easy to apply. Even though it's not going to be my go-to look, I did not mind applying this.
I'm gonna try to do a little bit of like an ombre lip thing.
Any lip fail here is 100% user error, I will admit that.
Okay, not my favorite, but not terrible. We'll take it. Let's go ahead and do some eyeshadow. I'm just gonna use this powder brush because it has some residual face powder and kind of use that to set where I put that brightening concealer on my lids. I don't know if that's cheating, but that's what I'm doing. And I also don't know if it's cheating to use the brush that's in the palette, but that's what I'm doing. It's so funny when this came out. This was just groundbreaking. Let's do a little like cool tone action. So I'm gonna do like these two shades. Hell, I don't remember this brush being this scratchy. Dang, times have changed.
Here's the deal with the eye look. It's not going to turn out terrible. It's also not going to turn out great. And it's going to wear even worse throughout the day. Partially, it's just because there's no primer down here. Partially because this palette is legitimately so old. I probably shouldn't even be putting it on my eyes, in all honesty. This palette has to be a good 7 years old. So it's just one of those things where if I was a normal person, I would probably just get rid of this palette. But I do still reference it for comparison swatches every once in a while. I legitimately haven't worn this on my eyes in a good couple of years at this point. So it didn't hurt my eyes or anything. This was filmed way before I'm doing the voiceover, of course. So I ended up being fine, but I wouldn't recommend using a palette that's this old, if for no other reason, just because my eyeshadow turned out to be pretty terrible in the end.
A little lackluster, but this palette is like 5 billion years old, so. Okay, that looks super pretty, but I need some shimmer on top. Let's do this. Didn't blend quite how I expected it to, but live and learn.
That red matte shade was a little lackluster on the lids. It's just dry because it's an old shadow, so I tried to save it with a shimmer on top.
All right, let's use this little MAC brush.
With some more products and a few more better brushes. I did have one good singe brush, and this little MAC brush didn't really do much for me. But with some more products and with some more brushes, I probably could have done something a little bit better, a little bit more impressive. But you know what? It's fine. This is fine too. It's fine.
Okay, let's do my other face mist. Gonna be so glowy. Smells good.
This coconut mist smells really good, but it didn't really do much for me.
Do some lashes and then we'll check in with the finished look.
Okay, pros and cons time. Pros, I think it turned out pretty okay, especially given the situation. It was fun to bring out some old products that I haven't used in a while, and it was a good challenge. Cons, it didn't last very long, and I didn't have the best coverage that I wanted, but overall, I would call this a win. Probably wouldn't call it a triumph, but I would say this is an overall win.
I think my finished look turned out pretty good. It's not exactly 100% what I would have chosen for myself, but also I think that's part of the fun is just pulling products that I wouldn't normally have combined or things that I have ignored for a really long time. Overall, I think he did a really good job across the board. I do think that the product selection was a little bit better than the tool selection. We did struggle with some doubles. Instead of two face mists, I would have loved to have another brow product, like a brow pencil or an eyeshadow primer or something like that, or a face powder, because I feel like there's a lot of shiny and hydrating and shiny face products. And you know me, I love a casually sweaty cheek, so I'm not mad at it, but I would have maybe had a little bit better balance there. I'm really impressed. It's not just a handful of makeup brushes, though. The idea of the lash comb, the curler, the tweezers, those are good ideas. I can tell I was thinking outside the box and trying to get a little bit of everything. There's no major gaps missing. It's not like there's no cheek product or there's no lip product or whatever. I think overall he did a really good job. Not the 10 out of 10 best makeup I've ever worn, but nowhere near the worst. And the worst is definitely stuff I've chosen for myself. So I have to say I'm impressed. I think you did a good job. I hope that this was as much fun for you to watch as it was for me to film. I may need to go powder myself later because I just feel so shiny. And you know that's a lot if I'm saying it. Let me know what you thought of his choices. If you want to see more videos like this, if you have more fun challenge ideas. I like to mix it up and switch up from the super info heavy reviews every once in a while. So this was a fun departure from that. Leave all your thoughts and ideas down in the comments below because I always love to hear what you think about things too. As always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Nervous. I'm sure it'll be fine. I had so that's weird. What? Let's see what we can do here. Cute, cute, cute. Not bad. I don't love the lip combo, but I don't hate it. Same with the eyeshadow. This would look so much better if it had eyeshadow primer under it. Just being 100% real with you. Is it a little much for brunch? Probably not. It's probably fine. Wear whatever you want. My makeup and my outfits are always a little much for where I live, so I just embrace the chaos. I like to be extra. Life's short and the world is hard, so be as extra as you want. All right, gotta go get dressed because I'm literally wearing sweatpants and the same t-shirt that I wore yesterday because I am a glamorous beauty guru. Oh, and I gotta put on this perfume, but I'm gonna wait until I change my clothes so that my clothes will smell like this. Anyway, you know how it works. Yeah, talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out. You're the best. And I hope you have a great day and I love your face. Bye.